All right, now the other end of the dynamic spectrum is the fortissimo level. Now the difficulty with the fingers is they only pull the mallet down towards the head. They really don't lift the mallet away unless you use some thumb control here. So we have to come up with a way of playing loudly without forcing the mallet just into the head from a finger stroke, which gives you a very slappy sound. It pressurizes and overplays the head. So the way that many people prefer, and I would advocate, is to utilize a forearm motion, where you're rotating your hands on the end of your forearms like this, very similar to other techniques we've seen in percussion, as opposed to pumping your arms up and down and trying to play loudly with this motion, because that digs into the drum head, distorts the sound, and doesn't give you a nice open sound. So the forearm technique amounts to rotating the forearms as opposed to this pumping motion in a manner such as this. And you can get a sense of this on the drum head by using your fingers. It's like turning two grapefruits in your hand here. Sometimes the African Jill is played with the grip something like this. It's really the same technique. But this motion essentially is what the arms and hands are doing. And then we have to come up with a way of placing the sticks not in the inverted V, because when you do your forearm, your sticks aren't going to hit the head. They're going to go everywhere else. And so the trick there is to allow the stick and the thumb to travel at an angle rather than the thumb being straight down the stick. That causes a bending in the wrist here, which you can utilize in forearm technique, but there's a lot of tension here in the wrist. So the sticks go parallel as opposed to this inverted V, and the thumbs go angular across the stick. And you utilize this motion that we were doing without the sticks. And with the sticks in the hand, again, excellent opportunity for some cloning strokes. To develop this basic motion. And once that alternation is developed, then you can work on attacks and releases. Of course, always playing with a louder, looser rule in mind. The louder you play, the looser you hold your sticks, so your sound remains full and undistorted. After the forearm technique is developed, then obviously we need to go from soft to loud. And a transition roll then would be one where you start in your normal inverted V with your thumbs down the direction of the shafts. And as you crescendo, you make your sticks go parallel and your thumbs go angular across the stick. And it would look something like this. From crescendo from softly to loud and back. Now, some players and some opportunities will present themselves where you want to use forearm at a softer level of playing. And that can be done. It's very subtle. You see just a little rotation here, and some players will play that way all the time. So whether you're developing it from a thumbs on top French grip or from more of a full whole-handed grip, the forearm fortissimo roll is the recommended way of playing loudly on the timpani. And the two things to keep in mind are the sticks go parallel and the thumbs go angular across the sticks.